been a day since I've been on this piece. Gotta shake off some cobwebs, dust up, clean up a little bit. What up, guys? You're tuning into Nikki MGTV for another military video for all your military video needs. So if you guys have a question or comment, you can leave it down below, and it could be featured in a future Nikki MGTV episode. Also, I want to highlight that you could also go to my Instagram, which is listed below, and direct message me there if you have a question. It's a Saturday, Sunday day where these videos don't get much traction, so I'm going to kind of rebirth the video because, believe it or not, I sucked on this channel at one point or another. I previously made a video talking about why boot camp doesn't matter, and it got some views, but I think I have more ammunition to give to this topic now that I've slept on it, thought about it, talked about it. Pretty much the video is going to be better, so I'm kind of remaking this idea for 2017. I also want to mention boot camp videos are what draws a lot of people to these channels that are military. So I want to stress this part of it is a lot of you guys are searching for boot camp stuff all the time. That's great. However, you should be more concerned with military culture, stuff that is beyond those first 8 weeks. Those first 8 weeks are what transition you from your current state of being a civilian to understanding how the Navy kind of works. And even then, you still only know that much. And even with me being in 8 years, I maybe know from that much out of boot camp to maybe that much. I'm just giving you guys a heads up. Don't stress it. That's one of the main reasons why. If you think about it, it's 8 weeks out of, let me get a calculator here. So if you did a 4-year enlistment times 52, that's 208 weeks you're in the Navy. Minus 8. 200 weeks that you should be more concerned about than boot camp. So that should give you the first at-ease mindset. It's probably not that big of an impact. I say boot camp is not that important or shouldn't matter because there's a couple reasons. First off, millions and millions and millions of people do this every single couple years or however many, but a lot of people do it, and people that probably shouldn't have done it have already done it before you. Someone has probably gone through boot camp and had a worse situation than you. Most likely. You going and being nervous is very minimal. Second off, the Navy or the government, no matter what branch you're going to, they have spent thousands of dollars just for you to get there. In boot camp, ready to go. Imagine, they paid somebody to fill out paperwork. They paid somebody to medically look at you. They paid somebody to situate you with a job. They paid some, they have cars which transport you to MEPS and pay for you to go to and from. They have already put money into you already with those first steps of you showing up and the plane ticket for you to get there. So I'm going to tell you this real clear. The government does not like wasting money for no reason, okay? And the reason being is that you are going to be a product of what they create. So meaning they have to make it difficult to try and challenge you and make sure that you know what you're doing and you're not going to kill anybody and you know how to work as a team and you know how to follow directions. But overall, you should be able to pass if you give some effort. I'm not saying boot camp is entirely easy. I'm saying the consensus of being in the military in general is if you're putting one foot in front of the other constantly, you will have progression as long as you're putting effort, a little bit of effort. Secondly, is that at boot camp, all your needs are met. A lot of you guys are asking me, oh, can I bring this pre-workout or can I bring my protein or this? The military is going to provide everything that you need while you're there. Everything from what you sleep in, what you work out in, what you wear every day, what you study, how you shower, how you get your religious practice done. I mean, the only thing they don't give you is like a PlayStation. And it's 8 weeks without that or your phone. Not that bad. The third thing I'm going to say why boot camp doesn't matter is the fact that you guys all have the capability to do boot camp. Everything in the military you are capable of doing. Another human has done it before you. And if you guys ever taken a science class, any kind of like scientific study that's ever happened, if there's something that's a desired result, such as if it was like to cure cancer, for example, If that can be done once, the idea is it can be duplicated twice. There's never anything such thing as coincidence. If you think of this scientifically, you guys are going to pass boot camp if you apply yourself. And you will be successful if you just realize that you already have the tools to do it. It's just, are you going to push yourself? If you guys watched one of my earlier videos this past week, I talked about when I joined, I was this lock, and the Navy was like this key to my life, and lock and clicked open, and then I realized I was capable of so much more. I think for a lot of you guys, boot camp is really going to show your potential. One example of that was I was able to pass the fitness test, but I barely passed it. Was I much bigger or super strong when I left there? Not really. I was pretty much a little bit better shape cardiovascular wise, but what I learned is how to push myself. And that push or that drive is what has pushed me to do good at everything. And to continue with this thought, it's called boot camp or basic training for a reason, is because it is very basic. In accordance with Navy boot camp, this is a indoctrination to folding your clothes, marching, and wearing a uniform, and learning a little bit about the military. And then with that being said, the vast knowledge that I've obtained since boot camp has had this much impact on my entire career. All it does is give you the tools to succeed. Boot camp is not something that you are going to remember totally. To me, it's like this total blur. I remember stuff from it if you ask me a question, but it's not like anything super significant. Other than that was a cool memory. 8 weeks, I got to go into this boot camp where I got paid to learn, work out, fold clothes, and eat. That was it. For you guys, I promise this is going to be an easy cakewalk for you guys. It's not meant to be the most terrible thing you've ever experienced. It will push you. I do miss doing the workouts because, gosh, they were great. You guys are going to do a lot of circuit training and stuff like that, meaning you're going to do a lot of different exercises. If so, you can look at one of my past videos about the top 5 workouts you need for boot camp that will help you out. Yeah, you guys got this. Don't worry. Don't let it psych you out. You guys are definitely going to be okay. Like I said, there's always someone that's gone through that's worse than you. And if you always keep that mindset as like you're doing fine, you don't need to worry about it because you just got to keep pushing along. The military is like that. Keep pushing. Just don't stop. As always, guys, if you guys have any questions about the military, you can always leave them down below in the comments or direct message me here on YouTube or go on Instagram and message me on there and follow me if you'd like to see the daily life of what I do. As always, guys, thanks for everything, and I'll see you guys next time. Love you guys.